Hey everybody, Happy New Year. My name is Bobby Kowecki and welcome back to another video. 2020, can you believe it? We are here already. It's kind of hard to believe. I hope the Christmas holiday treated you well. I know I had a great time. I went and I visited family in Sweden and I got to take a whole bunch of really great pictures. So today, for this video, what I wanted to do is sit down and just go through my sort of editing process, my editing style, and edit some cool pictures I took in Sweden. Let's jump into it. And before we get started, full disclosure, I am editing in Adobe Lightroom CC, and I shot all of these photos on an iPhone 11 Pro Max, which for some of these photos, I'm even blown away by the quality I was able to get out of some of these shots. So without further ado, let's jump right on into it. Alright, so here we are in Adobe Lightroom, and I think we can start with this first picture here. So where we went in Sweden to take these photos was called Drottningholm, or something like that. It's basically like their Swedish royal palace, and we got to walk around the grounds there. Wasn't able to take any drone shots, which a little bit of a bummer, but I get it. And despite the fact I was able to get some really cool shots, this one first is not the palace. This is like a little like offshoot house. As we were walking around the grounds, it was really old looking, and I just loved everything about it. I love the symmetry with the trees. I'm big on symmetry. So first, obviously, let's get our 4x5 going. Let's add some more sky and less ground. Let's straighten that bad boy so that we can just throw it on Instagram. All right, so next, I know, presets and times like that, not everybody's used to presets. And what I will say about presets is they're not a cure-all, they're not a fix. I have sort of my presets here that have taken a while to really dialed in just for ease of use and convenience, but you'll see I have 4 of them that all kind of capture my sort of style that I want to go for. But there is no one preset for every photo. So even, let's say, something like this, which automatically I love. I love the desaturation of the color. I love how it just whoosh, brings your eye right to the center with the color. There is some stuff I would like to still be able to do to it. I'd like to maybe move it over some, clean up the reds, but let's keep going. So I think what I'm gonna do, that's a little too dark. This one is close to what I'm thinking about. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Bobby 3. I haven't come up with a name for the presets, but they're all kind of within my editing style that I really enjoy, obviously taking inspiration from a lot of my favorite photographers. So let's use this as a starting base. Next we're gonna go into let's go back into the crop, and let's see if we can crop in a little bit and move it a little bit over. No, okay. New plan. We're gonna uncrop that. We're gonna Command Z. There we go. Okay, we're going to auto straighten. 4x5, cool. I'm gonna go back in here. Go back into our presets, Bobby number 3. And you can see on the side here just kind of my sort of, if you guys want to copy the style, just sort of my values for everything. A lot of desaturated color, but what I'd like to do is bring some more red back in. So what we're gonna go here is we're gonna go over to my red saturation, and we're just gonna saturate that red just a little more. And we're gonna go over to the orange, and I think we're gonna do the same on the orange. Bring back that door a little bit, so yeah, your eye is really. Now, if you'll see here, there is some green on the roof, so let me see if we can maybe bring back some of that green into the photo. Yeah, really pop, really saturate that green roof here. And to me, this is good. I like my leading lines here. I like how you're drawn right to this little abbey church kind of thing. For me, that's a postable photo. Next one. So this is a cool photo. It's a nice upward facing shot. I really like the lines on this building. I like the colors. I like the sky. I really enjoyed this sort of composition. So obviously, as always, first thing I'm gonna do, we are going to crop 4x5. We want more, actually, yeah, that's enough. All right, so this is gonna be weird, but to me, I think this should be flipped around. Your eye reads left to right. I want the whole thing to lead into the building, not into the sky. And I just like this better for some reason. I don't know. For me, like the transition of color is better. Maybe that's me. Maybe that's just me. We'll see. Yeah. All right. Sticking with my gut feeling on this one, we're gonna go into my presets, and I think for this one, I really like a sort of darker one for this. Maybe I'll try to saturate some more blue into the photo to bring back and retain some of the sky. This is a little too desaturated. Let's try this guy. Let's see here. I like the orange. I like that really rust. It almost looks like those canyons you see in Arizona with those like really smooth orange colors just blending into each other with the whites. No. Yeah. So I'm going to stick with this one. And we are going to now go into our colors again. Go back into our blues and our aquas and try to bring back some of that to really retain as much of the sky as we can. Not a whole lot, but just enough where the photo doesn't feel monochrome. So right about there. I like this. Just a guy with an opinion. If you like it too, drop a like over when I do end up posting this on Instagram. To me, that's a postable shot. Okay, next up, we have this photo I took. So this is the palace itself, and I took this photo from quite a ways away, and I found this little archway through this hedge here, and I thought this was such a cool frame shot for it. Now, there are quite a few things I do want to do with this photo. Obviously, as always, first, we're gonna go into our crop. We are gonna straighten it if it needs to be straightened. We are going to 4x5 that bad boy, bring it up. I want as much of this hedge as we can see. We're gonna go into here. All right, so we're gonna go into my presets. This is nice. Little too desaturated here. Little too warm here, but I'm liking where this is going. Too desaturated. Let's see here. No. I think I'm gonna go with number 2 again on this one. I like, it's a little too warm, but I think I'll be able to fade it out in just the right way where it makes sense. All right. So let's go into our colors now. Again, that's really much all we're gonna be playing with here because I have everything else dialed in. Let's go to our oranges and let's just bring down the luminance, just a little bit of the oranges, because I feel like the orange is pretty bright. It's about here. I like that. It still retains that, again, that sort of canyon rock look that I like. I really like the way that oranges pop in situations like this. Let's go over to our greens. Let me try to bring back the greens in some of these trees and the grass. I'm not sure I'm too happy with that. I don't want to go crazy. Yeah, all right. Actually, let's go over here. Let's bring up my whites a little bit to really bring the eye to the snow. Okay. I like this. I like the way the light is falling. Actually, let's go back to the orange. And again, this is just micro fixes, right? I'm happy with the orange. I'm happy with the green. What I'm not happy with, however, is these fine folks right here. Great people, I'm sure they are. However, just by the way I edited, just how it affected the red, this kid's jacket, his coat is not so great. So next I'm gonna go File, Edit it in Photoshop. I'm gonna bring it over to Photoshop. So here we are in Photoshop. We are going to zoom in by going Command plus, Command plus, Command plus. We are going to hit Command, oh, do I have it already? We're gonna hit L, bring up our lasso tool. And next what we're gonna do is we're just gonna want to make a line around these people as close to them as possible. The tighter the lasso here, leaving out as much excess, you want to get as much of just them as possible. We're going to connect it, wait till we get our little marching ants. Next we're going to go to edit, fill. Make sure you have content aware fill selected, and this is probably one of my favorite features in Photoshop. Okay, let that do its thing. Bam. Now you'll see here, I didn't quite get his tires all the way, so we're going to try that one more time. And I'm going to try to get the tires and the pond and everything as close to him as possible. Connect it here. Edit. Fill, content aware fill, wait, bam. And I can remove that spot with a clone stamp after, I'll show you. So next we're gonna hit D, or Command D rather, to deselect. And we are going to go over this guy over here, get him out of the photo. Sorry, bud. Around his feet, up, connect, edit, fill, content aware fill again. Bam! This is probably one of the coolest and, in my opinion, my most favorite feature of Photoshop, because if you do it the right way, like there's still some sort of abrasion in the photo, but when you zoom out and you're looking at the photo as a whole, you don't notice it at all because these are such micro adjustments. Really one of the coolest features I think Photoshop has. Next we're gonna do this guy. Now let's see if we can get this all, him, the carriage, and somebody else here. Let's see if we can do this all one fell swoop. It might not work, and if so, then we'll have to do this in 2 rounds, but let's see. Going up, we're going over as close to him as we can. Connect our dots, edit, fill, content aware fill. Fingers crossed that this works. Ha! Nice. Command D, zoom out, make sure that doesn't look too wonky. Not at all. Let's get this lady out of here now. Using a helmet, safety first, very cool. There we go. There we go. Okay, bam, done. Command D, deselect. Nope, don't wig out on me, Photoshop. Not now. All right, we're back. And next, we're just gonna finish cleaning up here all these people in our lovely shot of the Swedish Royal Palace. Get this out of here. I think that's somebody's hat. Content aware fill, cool, awesome. Bring this around here. Boop, 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 boop. This one might be a little bit tricky only because of how their hat blends in with the hedge. But let's see. Edit. Fill. Fingers crossed one more time. Yeah, see, that's maybe we can clone stamp that one. So perfect time to learn about our friend, the clone stamp. So the clone stamp, obviously what we're gonna wanna do here is we're gonna make it a lot smaller. This is very cool. A little bit smaller. There we go. Oh, duh. Is it shift? Options, my bad. Okay, so we're gonna hold the Alt key. So once you have the Alt key and you pull up this bullseye, that's gonna set your target of what you want to clone stamp. And you're just gonna want to pick something near to it, and you're just going to clone stamp this out. Let's see if we can Alt, Option, pull up the bullseye. There we go. And just clean up this pond. It was like a pond because we went in the winter. I'm sure this place is beautiful in the summer. This is definitely a place I'd like to go visit in the summer. And we can just actually probably just drag that full clone stamp across. Alrighty. Oh, perfect, perfect. So we're just gonna start clone stamping out this lady. Sorry, ma'am. And actually, if we zoom out, magic. Let's get the full effect of the photo here. No people. There's this really cool framing of the photo that I like. That's a postable photo. All right, back over to Lightroom. We have, it doesn't show up on this photo because I forgot to hit save, but had I hit save, Adobe Dynamic Link, it's really cool. This is a shot I like, the sun. I had this cool statue guy. I like the look of it. I want to definitely make this. I like this already. Already I like this. I like the vignetting I have over here. I definitely want to bring back maybe some yellows into the photo at the base of the statue, but other than that, I think 3 is the winner here. Okay, so let's go over to, again, our color here and really bring up the saturation in our orange, our yellows. Let's easy with that because that's going to affect our sun. But just enough so that we really get this nice rusty stone color in the statue here. Other than that, I could, if I really wanted to, clone stamp out all of this, which I guess we could do. Let's go over again, File, Edit in Photoshop, opening in Photoshop. And I have saved the best photo, my absolute favorite photo, for last. Cool, so now we've got this guy, and again, I'm just gonna speed through this part here because it's exactly the same as I did on the last photo. And Command D, here we go. We are back, and that is a postable photo. Next, we're gonna scoot it over to last but not least, this. This is probably one of my favorite photos I have ever taken, full stop, period. And I don't think I need to do that much to get this exactly where I'd like it to be. I had to get like on the ground on this little jetty to get my swan friend here in front of the castle. The sun had just come up, got all these great colors, everything, loved it. So let's jump in. When I took this photo, I sort of had in my head that it would look like this. Love this. Love the photo. Love the oranges. Love how it brings out the brown in the goose as well, because it wasn't white yet. I guess they lose their feathers. I don't know. Goose logic. But anyway, this is going to be our jumping off point here. Obviously, as always, we're going to go over here. We're going to straighten. We are going to 4x5. Beauteous. And actually, we're gonna scoot. I want less of this wall here, and that's okay. I know there's my finger there. This was an almost unsavable shot, but I had to get the goose. I had to. It was so great. So color-wise, not much needs to be done here, thankfully. I'm really happy with how I've dialed in my presets. I do want to saturate the oranges, bring that out a little bit, which will also bring out the sunset some. We're going to, where's my vibrance? Bring up the vibrance. Yeah, bring it not that much. Actually, we're gonna go back. We're gonna redo all of this. We're just going to bring up the vibrance without touching my orange, because I already touched the orange. I want to affect everything kind of equally here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This will fix, but let's start with obviously the most glaring issue in the photo, my thumb, right? So we're gonna pull out our heel brush, and we're gonna try to do this with my heel brush. And just paint it and pray that that works. Not quite, okay. So let's bring our feather about to there. Yeah, buddy, okay. You know what? Oh, now we're getting somewhere. All right, I'll content aware fill that at the end, and there's that buoy I want to get rid of too. But there's a couple things I still want to do here. The first of which is I want to see my friend Mr. Swan. All right, here we go. Bring this bad boy down right there. Gonna make the feather it just a little bit. Gonna come up here. Yeah, all right. We're slowly getting there. Plus 70. Let that take effect. That should be just about where I want. And actually, we'll bring down the blacks to really get his face in there. A little bit more, a little bit more. Perfect. Perfect. All right, now, like I said before, we're gonna try and get my hand out of here. We're gonna try and get this buoy out of here. Let me actually try to mitigate my hand as much as possible with a little bit more of a crop. Actually, I might not even need to do anything here. See, sometimes the simplest answer is the one right in front of you. And that is one of, if not my absolute favorite photo I've ever taken. I could, if I really wanted to, go out, get the grass here, maybe brighten up Mr. Swan's face just a little bit more, but to me, this was such a cool shot. I so enjoyed taking it, and I hope you guys like it over on Instagram. And that's it. So there was my photo editing for the day, for my field trip, vacation, whatever you want to call it, to the sunny tropical shores of Sweden in the winter. Had a lot of fun on this trip. If you guys like this video, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, hit the bell, all that kind of good YouTube stuff. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.